Welcome back for another episode of Pro Tip. Today I'm joined by Fuzzface from Facecam, or Faceface as we sometimes meme you as. You guys have a good time here in PL Phase 2?
Yeah, for sure. A lot better than Phase 1, I can guarantee. But yeah, Phase 2 is pretty decent so far.
All right, we're gonna take a look at one of the moments in game 42 that we had here. It's on Miramar, and you guys were kind of in a little bit of trouble. You were pushing up, and after that, you kind of got stuck in a bad situation, but you sort of salvaged it a little bit. Let's look at the moment here, and can you take us through it, maybe?
Yeah, okay, so basically we have to push out from the blue, from the zone then. So we see this one dip that we kind of seem like it could be playable, maybe. So you see we get naded a lot from liquid here.
Yeah.
One thing that I usually like to do is just step away from like hard covers and stuff, because that's very easy targets for nades. Like a lot of people complain a lot about the nades, but I also think that it's a huge mind game, like where you nade, where you expect to be naded and stuff. So sometimes you can dodge a lot of nades with just like, it's basically like timing and like peeking stuff, but with nades. But we end up dying because it wasn't as good as we thought it was, basically. Which is again the reason why we ended up there, was for a previous mistake we did. So usually you have options available before, but we just didn't capitalize on those.
So what do you feel like is the most important thing when you breach like that? You're saying stay out of hard cover because people will nade you. But what other stuff can you do to prevent it? Like putting out other smokes, fake smokes?
It's of course very situational, but smoke specifically, I tend to not really use them on top of myself and be in the smoke. I usually prevent like a line of sight or like further away so they can't like get the angles. I feel like usually when you put the smoke on top of yourself, you can't really see anything, you can't really do anything if people start nading you, so you're stuck in that smoke. So what I usually like to do is just put them like away a little bit, like even if it's just a couple of meters, so you can still have like clear line of sight if you want to peek.
Oh, that's a really good tip, actually. Do you have any other tips for the players out there? Anything you feel like this could add to their gameplay, no matter who they are?
I think more just mind games. I think people play the game very straight, and if you look at other games that have a longer history, there's a lot of mind games, and you like care more about the timing, some peaks and stuff, like CS for example, and rotations. So you can use much more like mind games for what people might expect, what they might not expect, and you do like different stuff every time.
Do you have any concrete example of that?
Usually it's about like re-peaking or getting a different angle.
Yeah.
So a lot of people don't expect you to re-peak with like 1 HP. Sometimes it might be really good to do. Sometimes it's really bad as well, obviously. So that's what I mean with mind games. Sometimes you just switch up from what you usually do so people can't read you as easily.
All right, thank you so much. So that's it for this time. Next time, we'll see who's going to be joining us for some more pro tips.